I would like to welcome you all to the commencement for the Northern Potter class of 2021. Thank you for attending this important celebration. In a year that has been anything but normal, we are grateful that we could gather here today for a celebration we have long awaited. As I have spent my whole school career as a Northern Potter Panther, I have grown up with most of my fellow seniors and watched all the challenges we have faced and pushed through. And now we can finally say we made it to the end of this chapter. I would like to personally thank all of my teachers who have not only taught me in the classroom, but who have also fit in life lessons that I will take with me throughout my future endeavors. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family who are here today in the audience. My mom and dad, my me mom and poppy, my sister Jenna, and my brother Kyle. I wouldn't have made it this far in life without you, all by my side. Thank you for always standing by me in my decisions and obstacles I have overcome. On behalf of the senior class of 2021, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for not only being here today, but for supporting us throughout our journey. We couldn't have done it without you.
I paid a freshman to write this, so I hope it turned out okay. I would like to start off by thanking my family and the awesome administration for their support throughout the years. But it would not be a true thanks without acknowledging the following: Google, Wikipedia, Red Bull, Slater, SparkNotes, and the Downey's Restaurant for supporting us throughout high school and making this all possible. Just know, class, that anything from here on out that happened in high school no longer needs an explanation. You no longer have to wear goggles when mixing chemicals. You also can make some delicious desserts out of the flower babies you cared for with all of your heart. Finally, any bananas found on campus are to be directly taken to Mr. Haskins' desk. High school, how did we do it? Well, this is the end of a 14-year journey. The part of the movie with the happy ending. Hopefully for some of you, it was not a cliffhanger, and you have to wait until the sequel is released. Or possibly it was like the epic ending of Rocky II, and you had everyone on the edge of their seat wondering if you would win the fight of graduation. And you did. I am here to give my most sincere congratulations. One night you will lie in your bedroom and reflect on these memories we have all shared together. Class field trips maybe, to Gettysburg, to Niagara Falls, to the bowling alley trying to bowl that perfect game even though nobody did, to the first day of class, to the first girlfriend, the second girlfriend, the third girlfriend, and realizing that all along you should have just focused on your schoolwork. Friends, merry men, Jedis, and the class of 2021, we were all guilty once upon a time of counting the days until graduation. Looking back, was it really so bad? English papers, pep rallies, dodgeball, math tests, and speeches like this that we procrastinated until the final minute. Looking to my left and out in the crowd this evening, it is crazy to think that this might be the last time I see some of your faces, and they will forever be missed. You have all grown up so much since elementary school, and a lot has changed over the years. For instance, teachers have come and retired, students have moved schools, and the Wi-Fi here no longer has a password. As our parents promised us, time flew by. It seems like yesterday that we were walking in freshman year and annoying the seniors, and it was yesterday that we talked about how excited we are to graduate, or how we are going to miss one another and stay in touch via social media. Some will go to college and realize that Brennan and Dale were right, that bunk beds with a roommate leaves much more room for extracurricular activities. As a graduate, it is okay to say, I don't know. It is okay to say, I will get back to you at some point. It is okay to not know what you want to do with your life. Some people still do not know. To conclude, I would like to end with a quote from the greatest movie, The Sandlot. Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you can never go wrong. Follow your heart. May the force be with you. Thank you for the memories, Northern Potter, and good luck to this amazing class, my class of 2021. Thank you.
At this time, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the salutatorian of the class of 2021, Adriana Torre.
Now, I'm not as funny as Trey, but I am known to be quite creative when it comes to my words. First off, I'd like to thank our parents and teachers. Without you, none of us would be here on the stage about to start the next part of our lives. You've all taught us lessons that will help us through what is yet to come. Every English teacher that we have had since about second grade has taught us figurative language and how it can be used to paint a mental image. So let me illustrate something for you. For the past 14 years, we as a class have been writing a book. This book of our lives started when we first walked through the doors of our kindergarten and preschool classrooms, whether they were here at Northern Potter or somewhere else. Every year since then has been another chapter in this book. It started as a picture book when it was just our best friends and our favorite games. Slowly, new memories have been added as we experience new things. The lessons we have learned and the memories we have made, both inside and outside the classroom, and they will forever be written down. For now, we have written a full-length novel of our time here at Northern Potter. But now it's time to close the pages on this book. We've already shut the chapters on dolls and playing pretend, on swings and slides, on coloring pages and picture books. And now we close the final chapters on Spirit Week and Homecoming, on ag projects in gym class, on soccer fields and pep rallies. When we walk off this stage, diplomas and awards in hand, we will be shutting the book that we have spent over a decade writing together, and we will be starting anew. A new book with fresh blank pages, ready for where tomorrow takes us. New chapters ready to be written about our careers we may have, the families we may start, houses we may buy, and the lives we may live. I hope someday, down the road, each of us will remember this book that we have written together. I hope someday your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids, that they ask you about it, and you take it off the shelf, dust it off, and tell them what we have done together as a class. The ticket stubs, trophies, and other material items will end up thrown away or packed up in boxes. The awards and certificates will become forgotten, but the memories written down in our minds will stay with us. And when we leave here, I hope all of your books have only the best memories of our time at Northern Potter. So here's to the wonderful chapters that we have written and the new books that will be filled with even better chapters that we have yet to write. Thank you.
I am extremely pleased to introduce this year's valedictorian of the Northern Potter High School, Carter Anderson.
Thank you. Here we are, boys and girls. We are officially graduating, officially alumni of Northern Potter. I want to first thank all the teachers and staff, especially the custodians this year, for getting us where we are today. And I'd like to personally thank Mr. Ressner and Mr. Jones as well. Teachers have a huge impact on students and their education. They have prepared us for a brighter and better future. Graduating comes with its pros and cons. The cons: less social time with your friends, no more gym class with the boys, and no more student discounts at the movie theater. The pros: no more homework, no more school milk, and now, most importantly, work earns money, not just good grades. From here, we start our own journey through life. Most of us will go our separate ways, except Megan and Nick. We will work hard and achieve our goals, and most importantly, we will always remember our roots. Now I want to thank the parents,
especially mine for the motivation and vision of success they have taught me. It is now at this milestone that I realize I need to keep doing what I enjoy, work a little harder, fish a little more, pray a little deeper, and set my priorities straight in this crazy world. A big part of success is having a goal, one to really reach for and stay focused on. And I believe in my heart that each and every one of my classmates is beyond capable of that. Maybe next time we see each other is tomorrow and the day after, or maybe it'll be at our class reunion when I have an onset of male pattern baldness and Trey gets around on an electric scooter since his knee replacement. And we all talk about our grandkids, sports, and the latest politics and news. No matter where we go or what we do, I want to drive home 2 points before I'm done. Number one, life is what you make it, so make it awesome. And two, refer to number one when needed. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you.
I'm going to announce the award and scholarships earned by the class of 2021. Carter Anderson, please come forward. Carter has earned the Achievement in Science Award, American Legion Post 963 Award, Emma K. Grover Award, President's Education Award, R.J. McCutcheon Memorial Scholarship, and the U.S. Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete. Congratulations, Carter. In addition, Carter received a $500 scholarship from the Upper Pine Creek Trout Tournament. He intends to work for the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources upon graduation. Carter also plans to attend Paul Smith College in New York and major in forestry. Sean Baker, please come forward. Sean has earned the Ag Choice Ag Science Award. Congratulations, Sean. Sean has chosen to serve his country after graduation by enlisting with the United States Air Force. Colin Crippen, please come forward. Colin has earned the Oliver W. Squire Humanitarian Award. Congratulations, Colin. Mary Lincoln, please come forward. Mary has earned the American Legion Post 963 Award, Diana R. Downey Award, John R. Coburn Scholarship, June Gray Scholarship, Northern Tier Children's Home Award, Ryman Family Scholarship, Ruth Agar Memorial Scholarship, Tome Family Scholarship, Ulysses Chapter 95 Eastern Star Scholarship. Congratulations, Mary. Congratulations. Mary will be attending the University of Pittsburgh at Radford. She plans to obtain her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Nick Knapp, please come forward. Nick has earned the M&M Barn Sales Scholarship. Congratulations, Nick. Trey Slauson, please come forward. Trey has earned the Director's Award for Modern Band and the Gary J. Schaefer Athletic Boy of the Year Award. Congratulations, Trey. Adriana Torrey, please come forward. Adriana has earned the Achievement in English Award, Achievement in Social Studies Award, American Legion Post 963 Award, Darlene J. Sittler Memorial Scholarship, Knights of Columbus Award, Louisville Lodge Scholarship, Northern Potter Education Association Award, Northern Potter Community Scholarship, Oliver W. Squire Memorial Scholarship, President's Education Award, Rosemary Tubbs Memorial Scholarship, Statewide Tax Recovery Award, Ulysses Area Improvement Scholarship, U.S. Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, and the Westfield Mosaic Lodge Hardy M. Judd Scholarship. Congratulations, Adriana. I was running out of breath. Adriana plans to attend Lindenwood University in Missouri, majoring in chemistry with a biochemistry focus. She has been awarded an academic merit scholarship in the amount of $10,000 per year, as well as an athletic scholarship for participation with the trap shooting team in the amount of $1,000 per year. Her 4-year award will total $44,000. Great job. Zach Wright, please come forward. Zach has earned the President's Education Awards and the U.S. Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Music Award. Congratulations, Zach. Good job. Zach has enlisted in the United States Air Force and will be serving his country after graduation. The total of all scholarships awarded to the class of 2021 is $63,950. Congratulations to the award and scholarship winners. And before Mrs. Bailey introduces our guest speaker, I just want to share that we have 2 new scholarships this year, starting with the class of 2021 and for future graduating classes here at Northern Potter. The first is the John R. Coburn Scholarship, created by Liz Coburn. Thank you. And second is the Ryman Family Scholarship, created by our guest speaker tonight, Mr. Jason Ryman.
At this time, I'd like to introduce tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Jason Ryman. Jason grew up in Genesee, PA, and graduated from Northern Potter High School in 1989. After high school, Jason attended Penn State University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in business logistics in 1993. For the last 25 plus years, Jason has worked for the Hershey Company in Hershey, PA, as well as Shanghai, China. He currently holds the position of Senior Vice President, Chief Supply Chain Officer as a member of the Hershey's executive team. He was awarded the Distinguished Undergraduate Alumni of the Year in 2013 from Penn State's Meal College of Business. In 2014, Jason was recognized by the Consumer Goods Technology CGT magazine as an Innovator of the Year. In 2015, he was awarded the Dr. Robert Peshek Award for Outstanding Leadership in the field of logistics. Jason has been active in the community support. He served on the board of directors for the Elizabethtown Public Library, coached youth baseball, and is an active supporter of the United Way of Lancaster County. Jason currently resides in Elizabethtown, PA, with his wife. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Jason Ryman.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations. You look nervous. Smile. You've made it. I'd like to say congratulations to you, class of 2021. I'd also like to say congratulations to all the parents and family, the teachers and the staff here at Northern Potter who helped make this happen. Without your support, these students would not be here achieving this milestone this evening. This year, it's been dynamic, a lot of uncertainty. You've probably gone through your senior year in the most uncertain time in the past 70 years, but you've made it. You're at this moment. Smile, take it in. Reflect on everything that you've done over the last 12, 14 years here at Northern Potter. 32 years ago, a short 32 years ago, I was sitting in your seat. I saw your class motto, in 47 years, you'll be seniors again. That time flies. Let me tell you, that time flies. So enjoy every moment that you have while you're here and the next stage that you take. Now, I know what it's like sitting there. You're relieved, no more tests, no more finals, no more English papers to write, no more speeches to give. But you're also uncertain about what lies ahead. Taking those next steps of independence, where maybe the parents aren't around and you're going to be out on your own. And that's a time that you should cherish and take and grasp and go forward. For me, after I left Northern Potter, I went to Penn State University Park campus. I had the high dreams as a student here of going and getting a finance degree and working on Wall Street. And through the first 1.5 years at Penn State, that's what it looked like was going to happen. I was pursuing a degree in finance. I really wanted to work on Wall Street, live in New York City. Don't ask me why. And then I took a class. And in that class, I had a professor. And that professor asked the question. Now, I know you're probably all thinking, what question could a professor ask that might change my life, forever, professionally? And you know what that question was? That professor asked, have you ever thought about how a bar of soap gets on a store shelf? And my first thought was, no, why would anyone ever think of that? And that led me to a career in something called supply chain management, something I didn't know existed until my sophomore year in college. And it was really about everything it took to get a bar of soap on the shelf, all the raw ingredients that you had to source from around the world, bringing those together in manufacturing, and then distributing them out to customers and retailers all across the world. Now, I don't deal with bars of soap. I deal with something much more fun, which is Hershey bars. After I left college, I did take advantage of internships while in college. I think that was an important part of my learning journey. It was the ability to go out and work in real world, get that experience, and to make sure that I knew what I wanted to do after I graduated college. My first job out of college was in consulting. I got to travel every week. It sounds like fun, it sounds glamorous. It gets pretty old after a couple of years. Leave Monday morning at 6 a.m., get home Friday night at 9 p.m. But I got to see almost every state in the United States. Coming from Genesee, Pennsylvania, where my furthest trip used to be Ocean City, Maryland. And it opened my eyes up to what was out there. Pennsylvania is still my home, still my favorite place to be. After that, I went to work for the Hershey Company, which started a 25-year career. When I went there, I didn't know what it would take. People work there 25, 30, 40-year careers at the company. My wife and I looked and said, why do these people work here for so long? What is it about this place that makes it so special? But it was really a dream that Milton Hershey had about making sure that invested in the lives of youths to make their lives better. And that's that kind of passion and culture that he had that still stays with the company today and is a large driver of what we do. A large part of the profits that we make and the dividends that we make go back actually to the Milton Hershey School, where they actually help educate students from kindergarten through high school, through their senior year, and help them in where they're stuck in unfortunate circumstances. And some of the stories that I hear from these kids are outstanding. I mean, they're just amazing stories on how these kids have persevered. Now, at the Hershey Company, I've had the opportunity to go from an intern and work my way up to the company. I now sit in the C-suite. I'm part of the executive team for a Fortune 500 company. And that's a great privilege. It's something I've worked hard at over 25 years. And it was there by setting goals for myself, pushing myself to always be a better person. I have the responsibilities as far as supply chain. Many people don't know what supply chain is, but you read about it every day. When we don't have toilet paper on the shelves, or we can't get delivery of chicken wings down at Downey's. I heard they sold 400 last night. So those are the things, part of what I'm responsible for is making sure that we can source ingredients from around the world. So I've been able to visit places like Cote d'Ivoire in West Africa, see how we get sugar from Central and South America, and visit local dairy farms in Lancaster County where we get the milk. I have responsibility for 15 plants around the world, and it's 11,000 plus employees that I get a privilege to lead every day. And my main responsibility is to make sure that when they come to work and they are at work, they can do it safely. And that's a big responsibility when you have 11,000 people and a lot of machinery that's got to work together. I also had the opportunity to travel the world, and it's been eye-opening as far as getting out. Scary at first. I remember my first trip traveling to Asia and getting off the plane and saying, how do I operate here where I can't read or speak the language? That led me to actually taking an assignment where I actually lived in Shanghai, China for a couple of years, leading our supply chain teams in EMEA, Asia, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And we actually opened a plant during that time in Malaysia. But it was those times that I cherish the most. I've got to see a lot of the world, and there's a lot to see out there. But I always come back to, this is where, my roots are, right here in Northern Potter, Pennsylvania. Let me talk a little bit about the life lessons that I learned and I wanted to share with you as I reflected on what would be the messages I'd want to give to you to help make sure that you could learn something from me or take away something from this speech. So the first one is set goals for yourself. Set goals. I ask people to set 10-year goals. I've set 10-year goals, and those 10-year goals help become your North Star. They help become your guiding light. Hold yourself accountable for achieving those goals. We can always say that there's some reason why we can or can't do something, but hold yourself accountable, for making sure that they come to fruition. The second part is be a lifelong learner. Have curiosity. The more you know you don't know. And that's the truth. So the more you know you don't know. So just be that lifelong learner. Ask why. Don't be afraid to ask the question. I can remember when I went to college, and even in meetings, early in my career, I thought, well, should I ask that question? That might sound like a question that I shouldn't ask or I should know. I can guarantee you that someone else around the table asks or wants to ask that same question. So make sure you ask the question. The third part that I would talk about is experiences. The things that I hold and cherish most in my life are experiences and not possessions. It's experiences I had with my kids, building a stick fort, not 5 miles from here, or playing youth baseball, or hiking mountains in New Zealand, or climbing the Great Wall of China. Those are the experiences that you want to cherish. It's not possessions. The third part, or the fourth one I would talk about is about people. It's really people that make the difference. And no matter where I've traveled around the world, I've found that people are way more similar than they are different. Everybody wants to do well. They want to do good things. They want to feel like they're contributing. And they want to spend time with their family and friends. That sounds very similar to all of us. And then the fifth one I wanted to leave you with was about giving back. There's no better gift that you can give than a gift you give to others. When you succeed, and you will all succeed, take that opportunity, to give back. 32 years ago, I couldn't wait to leave Northern Potter County. I was destined to go work on Wall Street. Today, I dream about every moment and cherish every moment I can come back. Why? It's the values that I learned here. The values of honesty, integrity, accountability, treating others as I would like to be treated. And let's talk about, the warmth and the neighborly feel that you have here in Northern Potter. The neighbors here are just tremendous. Everybody's always willing to lend a helping hand. Now, as you take this next step in your life, I want you to take those values that you learned here at Northern Potter and let them be your guide for what you will do next in your life. And I want to again put a smile on your face, say congratulations to each and every one of you. At Hershey, we talk a little bit about, what is our purpose? And our purpose is about, making more moments of goodness. And in the back of the room, and as you leave today, I have a 6-pack of Hershey bars for each and every one of you. I also have a 6-pack for each and every one of you to give to someone else, to know what it feels like to give to others and to see their response. And with that, congratulations. I wish you all the best. And if there's ever anything I can do for anyone, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryman. Mr. Jones, it is with great pleasure to report to you, Superintendent of Northern Potter Schools, that after careful examination of all the records, these students have fulfilled the requirements for high school graduation according to the mandates of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Northern Potter School District. I am pleased to present them to you for graduation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you the 2021 graduates of the Northern Potter High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Mike Grimes, School Board President, and Mr. Phil Lehman, School Board Vice President, to the stage to present diplomas.
Trey Jeffrey Slauson. Patrick Ryan Lehman. Carter Russell Anderson. Christopher Matthew Gibble. Colin Scott Crippen. Tayden Coy Richard. Zachary James Wright. Cooper James Soul. Sean Patrick Baker. Richard Dean Kunselman II. Jackson Parker Mull. Nicholas Adam Knapp. Trevor Allen Cayo. Andre William Charles Morgan. Anthony Michael Benway. Ryan William Langworthy. Megan Claire Byron. Adriana Janice Torrey. Mary Jessie Lincoln. Noah Earl Coates. Brianna Elizabeth Grover. Amber Marie McAndrews. Connor Charles Wright. Marissa Marie Bliss. Deanna Lou Snyder.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by thanking the teachers and administration of Northern Potter for helping me and all of my classmates get through school. We couldn't have done this without you, and it is greatly appreciated. I would also like to continue to thank my classmates for making school as enjoyable as it could have possibly been. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of you, the parents, for supporting us and showing us how to be functioning adults in society today. I must say, this year has been quite a ride, and one I would gladly take again. As I look out across the stage, I have a lot of memories of this place. All of them good, very few bad. And I must say that I'm gonna take all of them with me through life. Whether it was the first time we played dodgeball, the day you were the laugh of the class, or even the conversation we had in the hallway. I know that all of us will go on to do great things in life, whether it's move away from here and start a family, stick around and join the workforce, go to college, or join the military. But no matter what we do in life, we will forever be connected by this one great moment, graduating high school. I also want to say that what Trey said earlier today is completely right. It's okay to not know what you want to do with your life. You're 17, 18 years old. You have the rest of your life to figure it out. I want to leave you guys with this quote by Eminem. He says, "You don't get another chance. Life is no Nintendo game." So I say, let's go take that extra mile. Take that risk. Do that thing you've always wanted to do. Live your life to the fullest. And at the end of life, when you look back, say, I lived my life with no regrets. Thank you. Have a good evening.
This Thank you.